Are you a high school teenager or the parent of a teenager and it's time for that first job, but you're not really interested in flipping burgers or stocking grocery shelves? I am here today to give you 5 government opportunities that can start you on your very first career. I have had a very long career in government and I've really enjoyed it, but I actually got my start in high school. My very first state government job was actually an internship as a high school student. I made wages, it was a paid internship. A lot of my friends worked at McDonald's, Taco Bell, grocery stores, but I got the opportunity to work in a state government office, and that was really a key starting point to my career. If you want to follow along for more career advice, go ahead and click that subscribe button and let's go ahead and get into it. So, the first opportunity that I want to talk about, and that is the opportunity that I followed, and that is state and local government internships. These are jobs for high school age students. They also have some for college, but there are often ones for high school students. They're often paid, and there's usually not much of a bar for entry. You might have to have good grades and a clean background, but generally speaking, you're going to be able to get into one of these positions as a high school student. You could work for a multitude of different state and local offices. The jobs can be very different from one to the next. One might just be working in the call center, you might be doing data entry, you might be doing research. There's a lot of different things with the different internships out there, and they are a really great way to start a government career. One thing that I was able to do with my position is I was able to network. I got to know the bosses of this state agency. Later, when I wanted to start my actual, out of high school state government career, they were great references for me when I was applying for other state government positions. You have an absolutely excellent opportunity to network. You'll get paid for these positions, and they also look great on college resumes. Number two is at the federal level, and this is called the Pathways Program. A lot of people know about this for college students and college graduates, but what's not always known is that this is also for high school students too. You are going to get the opportunity to work a paid internship for a federal agency. Just like with the state level, there are so many different opportunities and different routes that you can go with this type of internship. It could be in the sciences, it could be in logistics. I mean, you name it, and there's probably an internship out there at some point. What's nice about these positions is they also have a direct hire pathway to entry that allows you to move into one of these federal agencies without having to compete with the general public. And on top of that, they're authorized as of, I believe it was 2024, to start you at the GS11 level, which is your pay structure. And that is $62,000 a year. And that is nothing to shake a stick at for your first career coming out of high school. So, switching gears here just a little bit, number three is going to be seasonal public works and parks department employees. This is something that they will often hire students at the high school level to do, but it usually only occurs during the summer. So if you're looking for a job that is going to be something that you can do after school during the school year, this one's probably not the opportunity for you. But if you're looking for a great like summertime when school's out opportunity, this will get you out and working with full-time public works or parks department employees. You might be working in maintenance positions, you might be working in simple like vehicle washing. It could be all sorts of things. I mean, out in the parks, you could be mowing lawns, you could be doing pruning of bushes, relining football fields. There's so much work that needs to be done in different parks and public work maintenance projects, but a lot of it doesn't require a whole lot of skill that the full-time employees have. And they open this up to high school age students, and it is a great way to get some experience if you're looking to get into either the parks or the public works system after high school. So now number 4 and 5 here are going to be a little bit different and they're not very well known about, but I want to bring them to you because I think that they are great and unusual opportunities. So, number 4 is going to be a legislative page. You may not have heard of this, but essentially, high school age students go to their state capitol building during the legislative session. So, it's only a few months out of the year, and they essentially act as a runner for their either representative or their senator. Your job will include picking up papers, taking them to another legislator, maybe making some phone calls. It is really low level work, but it is such a great opportunity, and you're going to rub elbows with legislators from all over your state. Now, to get these positions, they're very competitive. You generally need to be sponsored by a representative or a senator. So it'll be up to you or your parents to reach out to these public officials and let them know that you're interested in the PAGE program. Different states will have different ways of entry. You're probably going to need a certain grade level because these legislative sessions typically occur during the school year. So if you have a low C average or you're just not making grades very well, you're probably not going to get accepted into one of these programs. But they're often paid. The duration of them can vary. It might be 1 day a week, or it might be you work, 2 weeks out of the year. But it's a great way to start a government career, to put something on your resume, and really just have a really interesting opportunity to work around legislative government while they're in session. Number five is another opportunity. It's got a lot of different names in different states, but essentially it is a liquor control investigative assistant. What this is students who are usually aged 17 to 18 years old who go into liquor serving establishments, and now even some cannabis establishments, now that cannabis is legal in most of the United States, and they just attempt to make buys. They're basically checking that these establishments are properly checking IDs and denying sales to people who are not of age to purchase these products. Essentially, you go in, you present a real ID or you don't present ID, and see if they sell to you or not. If they sell, you come back out, you inform the liquor agent. They will go in and take any enforcement action that's necessary. But you'll play a key role in this because you are an actual underage person, not like a 25-year-old agent who's pretending to be 18 years old. You're an actual undercover aged person going in to make a buy, just as anyone else would if they were underage and trying to make one of these purchases. So there you have it. Five great opportunities for high school age students to start a career in government. Like I said, if you want to get that first job and you're not interested in, the typical high school job of fast food or stocking grocery shelves or other jobs that you're going to compete with a lot of other high school students, you want something that's maybe more off the cuff and unusual, look into these government careers. Not only is it going to be a great experience for you while you're in high school, it's going to pay money and it's going to just be a really interesting experience that's going to be out of the norm from the rest of your peers. Once again, if you enjoy this job seeking and career content, go ahead and give me a subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.